It's a glorious new day in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Masterduel has a new event, links only. You can't take synchros, you can't take fusions, you can't take XYZs, only links. So I asked one of the most important questions in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Can you take pendulums into it? Hi, my name's Kush, and if you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Anyways, let's jump into the video. Voila, I know, beautiful, right? Bunch of hand traps, pendulums. So let me talk about the basic premise of the deck. It's very similar to builds I've done in the past for different events. This time, I'm adding more hand traps. The reason is Link is more of a spammy type of format. So if you're running only links, you're usually just running special, and you have a lot of stuff that uses stuff in the graveyard. It utilizes the graveyard almost as a second hand. Salaman Grade, Live Twins. So we're running cards like DD Crow. Your opponent tries to do something in their graveyard. I don't think so. And what else do we got? We got Call by the Grave, the more powerful one, because not only does it banish, it also negates, but it is a little weaker because it has to be in your turn or it has to be set to be used on your opponent's turn. Also, we have Nibiru, the giant rock of doom, attributing everything your opponent may have and maybe some things you have in order to get rid of all of your opponent's plays. And if you really want me to go over the combos, I can do that in a separate video, because this is simply going to be me talking about how this deck performs in the Link event, which is spectacularly amazing. So for the main deck, I thought, since it's links, how about I just make it more spammy? So we're putting in Curtain Raiser, because it can be special summoned if it's in your zone alone, and it allows you to get into Electrumite even easier. We also have Astrophraph and Chronograph. I don't usually run Chronograph, along with their weaker counterparts, Timegazer and Stargazer Magician. The reason we're running these is because we want to be able to spam out a Link turn 1. Because we don't really have fusion, synchros, XYZs, we can only do links. So we're trying to do Electrumite Turbo, and we run plenty of boss monsters, as you can see. Now I will say, fair warning, this is not free to play. Look at the hand traps, look at the extra deck. This is expensive. The main gist of the deck, and I'll say it right now, for those of you who have skipped, I'm sorry, you're going to miss the most important part of the video. You don't need every single one of these cards in the deck or in the extra deck. The reason is you can do well with just one boss monster, whether that be Boral Guard, who's a super rare, Boral Load, or Boral Sword. Any boss monster that you have, as long as you have a boss monster, you're going to be able to beat over your opponents. And guess what? There's actually boss, normal, and rares. They'll be on the screen right now. You can use these. You can craft them. They're really easy. They're not as good as these other guys, but they do kind of do the job. So in terms of the main deck too, if you're thinking, man, I don't have all of these cards, don't worry, dude. Everything is fine. There is other cards you can run and substitute, but I'm not going to be going over that in this video. I have done videos of cheaper pendulum lists that you can check out. I'll have a link to one of them in the description. But besides that, the deck is pretty standard. I want to go into some gameplay and show you guys really the meat of the show. Also, if you haven't, feel free to subscribe. I post a lot of videos and I put a lot of work into my videos, and I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can become monetized. So if you want to help me get monetized by my birthday, feel free to subscribe, please. I have not made a single dollar on any of my videos, and it would help me so much. All right, here we go. Game 1, and our opening hand is DD Crow Maxx, 2 Duelist Alliance, and a Time Pendulumgraph. We're going first, but we're going to end up passing. My only mistake I think here was not setting the Time Pendulumgraph, but I was a little disappointed with this hand and I didn't really want to bother playing. I was hoping my opponent would do something so I could Maxx and get some plays, but that wasn't the case. But we ended up top decking any one of our pendulums in our entire deck, and Duelist Alliance is now live. It adds us Pendulum Call. Pendulum Call is going to let us add 2 cards from our deck to our hand, but we have to discard 1 card. Not that big of a deal. We're going to be okay. We add Oaf and Harmonizing. The reason we add Oaf and Harmonizing is because Oaf is a skill 2 and we already had a skill 8, and now when Harmonizing is special summoned, we're going to be able to get another magician from our deck for free. Amazing advantage. Now we can go into a Link 2, and can you guess what we're going to do? If you guess Electrumite, you're right, because we're doing Electrumite because Electrumite's amazing. We can search a pendulum, put it exactly into our extra deck, and now Oaf can add our Harmonizing, which we already used, back to our hand. We can normal Harmonizing. Metalfoes and Electrumite can pop Harmonizing, add Astrophraph. Astrograph's get a special summon, have the effect that we can add another Harmonizing from our deck. Really good, actually, and the opponent's gonna Nibiru, and he's not gonna lose his set, which is actually kind of good for him because Nibiru only affects face-up monsters. We're gonna get a really big token. We're sitting on a trap which can protect us, and it's our opponent's go. Our opponent is gonna normal summon a monster that can tribute itself, special summon. I'm gonna drop Maxx as soon as I see that. He's gonna try to attack over a monster with Nibiru. I'm gonna use Time Pendulumgraph, and the reason that our scale was not destroyed, even though Time Pendulumgraph clearly states that we destroyed one of our own and one of our opponents, is because we activated a card early last turn, Pendulum Call, and it protects our skills until the end of this turn, the one we're playing right now. So it's really important to notice that because it's an extremely powerful combo. We got rid of 2 of our opponent's cards. He's playing Appliancers. It's extremely cute, and I don't really know what they do, so I'm a little afraid, but we have Nibiru in hand. If things get really bad, I want something to fall back on. He's going to bring out Octopus Appliancer, and I think that's the point where I'm like, I don't know what you do. You're kind of scary. I'm afraid of octopuses. Get out of here. And we summon Nibiru, we give him a little token, and he's going to activate a spell card that brings back an Appliancer from his graveyard, and he's going to link off into a link 1. We are really drawing a ton. The opponent is taking a Maxx challenge. He is not afraid. Well, he should be afraid, because on our turn, we are going to drop return, and look at everything in our hand. Duelist Alliance, let's get something else. You know, Pendulum Call, let's protect our skills a little bit more. Not really sure what his link does. I read it a little bit. I didn't want to spend too much time on it. I'm just like, not a big deal, right? I'll just activate Pendulum Call, activate the trap, target one of my skills. Now that my skill can't be destroyed, I can just send his card to the graveyard, which is exactly what I do. And we are going to Pendulum Summon 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 big monsters. Oafdragon, when special summon, we can add the monster we discarded or Pendulum Call back to our hand, and we're going to attack for game. As simple as that. Yeah, I know we don't really go into link bosses or anything. I mean, Pendulums is strong on its own. Look at this. But honestly, I'm going to be showing you some real link replays. Let's check it out. Alright, starting off, we have Maxx, Harmonizing Pendulum Call, Star Pendulum, and Time Pendulum. This is actually a really good hand, I'm not going to lie, simply because we have a lot of plays. Pendulum Call can grab us a card, Star Pendulum can grab us a card, Time Pendulumgraph can protect us, and Harmonizing is most likely the best Magician Pendulum in the entire game, simply because it's a 1-card Electrumite. We are going to activate Maxx as soon as he adds Caress, because Caress can special summon itself. I wasn't sure if I'm going to be able to chain to its special summon, so I just activated it preemptively. And our opponent's like, I don't care about Maxx. He takes the Maxx challenge. He gives us 2 cards. We got Harmonizing, Double Iris, and we top decked another Double Iris. That's kind of weird, but we're going to be able to play through it. Pendulum Call is going to discard one of our Double Irises. He's going to activate his trap card, which allows him to special summon, I think, 3 monsters from his graveyard. Really good, actually. And let's see what he picks up. All the ones that he sent. Now, Tri-Brigade is really good in that aspect that it's able to spam super easy. Not only that, his boss link has an effect that if you like special summon a winged beast or whatever, you can banish 1 card on the field. And it looks like Star Pendulumgraph, our only 1 copy in a deck, is going to get banished. Sad to see that. But it's going to be okay. He's doing a bunch of effects. I think he's adding, sending, and whatever he's doing. Special summoning from his hand also. I'm just going like, checking the clock. Is it my turn yet? No. Alright, let's see. He's going to add a Caress to his hand, and Caress can be special summoned during his turn. He has 3 cards total in his hand, and I'm like, hopefully he doesn't have a hand trap. But we'll see. Activate both the skills, 2 and 8, and we have Pendulum Call up, so they can't be destroyed by card effects, so we're pretty chilling. We're going to special summon 3, and he's going to activate Effect Veiler. But I do have to point this out, folks. He targeted the wrong one. If you noticed, Effect Veiler targeted this Harmonizing Magician when this one was the one that activated. So it's a little oopsie on his part. But it shouldn't matter too much, right? It matters a whole bunch. I win the game off of that. So we're going to do a link 4 because I want to show you the big boss monsters for this event. Boral Load. When this card came out, he was so cool. Also, I want to say real quick, he activated Ghost Ogre on our Oafdragon trying to destroy a scale. Yeah, remember Pendulum Call? Yeah, it can't be destroyed. So another oopsie on his part. And the reason I like Boral Load so much is because you can just steal your opponent's cards. Like, look at this. Oh, you're a big boss monster? Yoink! Mine now. Attack all of his monsters. I'm going to leave his link. Also, I'm going to lower his link's monster's attack by 500. It's a permanent 500 decrease. And I'm going to pass turn to him. I'm really confident right now because we have the trap. And the trap can currently get rid of 2 cards our opponent controls. So, he special summons Caress. And this is what I'm thinking in my head like, do I activate the trap? He can link. No, I'll be greedy and I'll wait. And being greedy paid off, because instead of just activating Kratos right away, he normal summoned Kit, and that gave me the opportune position to activate my trap, get rid of his 2 cards. Now he has a link that does nothing. He's going to enter the battle phase. He's going to try to attack my purple poison. I'm going to lower his attack by 500. I take 100 damage, ouch, and destroy his monster. He is going to get his link back at the end phase. It's going to go to the graveyard. I mean, it's not really back, but he does get a search from it. So, as you can see, we have overload, no hand. We do have cards in our extra deck, which is something that I really do want to say about pendulums, is that don't sleep on pendulums if they have no cards, because if they have a card in their extra deck, you know they're going to be doing something. I'm going to special summon purple and harmonizing. Harmonizing, when it's special summon from the hand, we can special summon another pendulum. We're going to immediately go into, you guessed Electrumite, you're right, it's the best one. Electrumite's going to be able to pop one of our scales. It's also going to send a monster from our deck to the extra deck. We always send Astrophraph just because it's the best target. Astrophraph is going to be special summoned from the hand. Heavymetalfoes is going to draw us a card. Double Iris is going to add us a card. Astrophraph is going to add us a card. Oh my gosh, this is so many effects. But it needs to happen, and I think that might be game. I could be wrong, but I think that might be game. Going to add a trap. We haven't even drawn yet. Yeah, we draw an Ash Blossom and we have a Nibiru, so if things go south, which they don't, we have protection. If you really like this, feel free to subscribe. Please, please, please. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Also, leaving a like shows me a lot of love. It shows me that you want more of this kind of stuff. So this hand is not bad at all. Maxx, Harmonizing, Double Iris, and Oaf, and the trap. I love seeing the trap because whenever we have the trap, I feel safe. I feel like, nothing can really hurt us, right? Let's get rid of the trap. We're going to special summon Harmonizing from our hand, which is going to grab us a monster from our deck. Usually in this build specifically, I'm going to be grabbing the Stargazer, because if we don't have, what was it called again? The guy we're going to search out immediately. Oh, that's right, Astrophraph. If he's not in our hand, we're going to be always special summoning Stargazer, just because Stargazer is a dead card if we already have Astrophraph in our hand. And Heavymetalfoes is going to do all of its wacky shenanigans. Double Iris search, Astrophraph search, draw, special. Man, so many effects. Pendulums are kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie. We're going to special summon, get another Double Iris to our hand. Double Iris is going to add us a card. We're going to add Star Pendulumgraph, which is a spell that can add us another monster. We're going to draw a Nibiru. Maxx, Nibiru, trap. We are kind of chilling. But not only that, I want to really secure this game. So I'm going to make Appaloosa. Appaloosa has the effect where I can negate number of effects up to the number of attack it has. Sorry for that noise. Somebody subscribed and it played on the plays on the mic. Also, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. We're gonna make Appaloosa, and we're gonna immediately drop Maxx as soon as our opponent reveals a monster. The Adamantipator's are really known for special summoning a lot. I'm happy that our opponent doesn't have a way to negate Maxx, and he's gonna try to activate his monster effect, which is like search the top 5 cards of your deck. It's pretty much just special summon a monster from your deck. Appaloosa is gonna negate that effect. He has another Adamantipator. Get a special summon, he's going to try to do the exact same effect. I'm like, I don't think I want that to happen. We're going to negate that effect as well. And we still have the trap. Although we can only pop one of his monsters, I'm like, maybe I'll save it. And he's going to special summon a third Adamantipator. And has the very same effect. Special summon one from the deck. And I'm like, okay, well, this is my last negate. If he has a fourth one, I might be screwed. Or not, because we have Nibiru in our hand. And we have 2 cards, so we have the ability to come back. He's going to make Nightmare Phoenix for some reason, and he's gonna try to pop our back row, which I'm like, I'm just gonna chain the back row to your Phoenix, and then he activates Forbidden Droplets, which is, if you know what Forbidden Droplets does, you would be wondering the same thing too as me, like, what is going on? Forbidden Droplets could have stopped Appaloosa from negating all 3 of his monster effects, like right at the start, but he chose not to do it. Don't really understand what's going on there. Maybe he was really afraid of the trap. Regardless, he's gonna Forbidden Droplets, and monster's effects gonna get negated. That doesn't really do anything anymore, but that's fine. Star Pendulumgraph is gonna add us a card from our deck. We're gonna add a Harmonizing, and he's gonna activate a spell card that lets him special summon an Adamantipator from the graveyard. I think he thought he was gonna be able to activate its effect, and he couldn't because I negated it. So he surrendered. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for all the love and support. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to be mentioning that a lot going forward because I want to reach it by the end of this year. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have fun with this video and the build. Let me know what you think. Let me know what builds you've done before or what you want to see. Anyways, I'll catch you later. Peace. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. You can check out all the new content I'm going to be making, but besides that, hope you have a great day. See ya.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.